there's no applause after you leave the stage. Where do you get your applause when you're at tables? And I said, the applause comes from the sparkle in a mom's eye when I bring a little bunch of crackers because their little baby's crying and is hungry is all it is, and I just bring crackers. Or if I offer one of my guests a little flashlight because it's too dark and I can't read the lettering, or I give them a little magnifying glass so they can make the print a little bit bigger. They go, who thought of that? That's where my fun is. This is my extremely handsome oldest son.
It's 24/7 with this proud dad.
I'm 53 years old. I've been a waiter for 21 years. Did group health and life insurance for about 10 years. Before that, decided to get out of that, do this now, love it. The job I did before, while there was a lot of money to be made, was a lot of stress. A decision that I might make might involve several $1 million. I wouldn't know if that was the right decision for 4, 5, 6 months down the road. What I get now is I know in 10 seconds if I'm on track. It is tough work. You got to learn how to do the craft. I find waiting tables is like being a conductor of an orchestra. The only difference is with every table is a different tune, it's a different melody, it's a different beat, and you have to be able to orchestrate each one of those to their beat, not yours, but their beat. And you have to coordinate everything that happens at the back of the house to make the people happy up front. Part of the transition professionally, I think, is that people need to, who are going to make a career of this, is you have to think like a business person. And as a businessman, my office now is my 5 tables. Remember that insurance thing I did? Well, I had an office there too. Well, this is my office now. I know that I wait on a year, maybe around 11,000 people a year myself. I know that because I keep track of that. Because I'm in business for myself. And part of my business is guest counts. Well, I keep track of that for my tables, for my office. And in realizing that, I know that maybe 1% of them challenge my professional skills. The rest of them are fabulous people to wait on. My pleasure, and are very kind and thoughtful. They are really a reflection of how I treat them. Even now, I'll go out socially, and people say, well, what do you do? I'm a waiter. No, you're kidding. Come on, tell me. You're smarter than that. What do you do? And I got very tired of explaining my choices. And so what I've tried to commit myself to subsequently is, wherever possible, changing that image. That to do this successfully, you have to be articulate, you have to be smart, you have to be intelligent. You don't necessarily have to have a college degree. You've got to have intuition, you've got to have assertiveness, you've got to have goals, you've got to make some plans. I mean, everything it takes to be president of a company, you've got to do that to be a really successful waiter. I am absolutely satisfied to tell people that I wait tables. That's what I do. I do that by choice. Nobody's holding a gun to my head. It's not because I can't get another job. This is what I do, and I very, very much enjoy it. My family has been a hub for me as far as my career. The kids have always supported me, always. How proud am I of my kids? Good, generous people. Hardworking. Oh, look at me, silly. I think what they've done is they've taken the best of both their mother and their father, their aunts or uncles, their grandparents, and applied that in their own lives. Goodness, look at me, silly man.
Yeah, now that I'm kind of old enough to understand what it took to do that, and realizing now that you stuck with it, and actually with your creativity and your perseverance, you've turned it into something that pretty much you're not supposed to be able to do that. You know what I mean? So and you're the only guy that I know really personally that has done anything like that.
I mean it. I know. Goodness, we're not supposed to be taping this. What's going on? Don't even have a napkin. The bigger message is that anybody that chooses this career, they have as much opportunity as I have. They have that much leeway to do any one and more of the things that I've done. So when I hear those both inside and outside the business that say, loser waiter, I'm going, bullshit. No. The sky's the limit in this business.